Welcome to another episode of Same Cast, Different Day podcast. I am Martel Rowland.
And I'm Tina Marie.
And we are getting into the second half of the bracket to determine the best black movie of all time.
Yay.
And for new listeners, thank you for listening. And for my, make sure y'all go subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and all streaming platforms. And make sure you leave a 5-star review for us on Apple Podcasts. Because we only got one 5-star review so far. So I consider it a win. All right. And don't forget to follow the podcast on Facebook at Same Cast Different Day Podcast, and on Instagram and Twitter at SCDD Podcast. And feel free to message us or email us anytime you want. You can message us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, or you can email us personally at scddpodcast@gmail.com. So, moving along. So, on the last one, Friday made it into the finals. So now we got to do the second half to see who's going to make it to the finals to battle against Friday to determine the best black movie of all time. So Friday had to go through Bad Boys, Sister Act, Life, and What's Love Got to Do with It to get to the finals. So let's see what happens. So to start things off, we have Coming to America and Harlem Nights.
Oh my goodness.
I tried to do the Coming to America laugh.
So I probably didn't see Harlem Nights until I got older. Coming to America, I saw it when it pretty much first, so it was like coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a huge Eddie Murphy fan.
I know, and there's two Eddie Murphy movies going head to head.
I hate you for this. Jesus.
See, it's hard.
Yeah, this one hard.
Because you got to think in Harlem Nights we got all the classics in there. You got Della Reese. You got I think Richard Pryor. Was Richard Pryor in there?
Mm-hmm.
I think he is in there. Red Fox, or yeah. And Martin Lawrence.
Yeah. And for that reason, that's probably what will push me over the edge to pick Harlem Nights. So I think I'm gonna rock with Harlem Nights on this.
Really?
Even though I'm more acclimated or grew up with watching Coming to America, so I feel like Harlem Nights is probably more of a classic than Coming to America.
You might be right, 'cause I'm having a hard time picking myself. Because to me, I remember, Coming to America the most, the whole Soul Glow thing. When Eddie Murphy was the preacher and he was up there. It took me... to
realize he was playing all them parts.
No. See, I'm going to feel so stupid saying this out loud. Because I know a lot of people going to be like, you dumbass, when they hear it. Okay. So, when he was on stage as the preacher singing?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that was Whitney Houston's Greatest Love of All.
Are you serious?
I didn't know as much as I sung that song. I didn't know till I was an adult that he was singing Whitney Houston.
We're gonna give you a pass.
Oh my God.
We're gonna give you a pass.
That's why I was like, oh my God. That's why I was like, okay, yeah, they don't think I'm real stupid.
We're gonna give you a pass.
Oh God. But I'm gonna have to go with Harlem Nights just because of the amount of actors that was in that movie and actresses and how much of a classic that was. And I grew by my mother being so old. I grew up on most of them. Because you don't understand. Okay. She has watched Harlem. I think she has watched Harlem Nights as much as my auntie has watched The Color Purple. And she has watched The Color Purple every day. It seemed like every day for the last 50, 100,000 years. She's been watching The Color Purple. Every time it's on TV. And you know how BET can play a movie.
Oh my goodness.
Every
BET can play a
Oh my! Every time The Color Purple is on, she is watching it.
Oh my goodness! I'm starting to think they pay sponsored Baby Boy. I don't know. At this point,
It's so funny because they played Baby Boy like when it first hit TV. They played it to death. And it's nearly 20 years later since Baby Boy, and they are still playing that movie to death. Like, oh my god! But now that they got a hold of Tyler Perry's movies, like if they play that damn Medea movies one more time, I don't see what's the Family Reunion, Diary of a Mad Black Woman, and then what I think the other one was Witness Protection. They've been playing on there. They've been playing those three movies to death. On BET. Like, BET needs to go back to playing music videos or having Rhapsody, 106 in Park. They need to do something because BET now, it sucks.
Yes.
They talking about celebrating 40 years of Black history with BET. Like, they need to get back to music what the original BET was for.
Right.
Because, like, even the other BET channels, like, they don't play music on there. Like, why do y'all have the BET Awards if you don't play music on your station? I mean, MTV don't play music videos on the original MTV station, but on like MTV2 and all the other MTVs, they still have music video shows and countdowns or whatever and so on. So I'm like, really, BET? Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Harlem Nights move on to the next round. Okay. All right. So this next one. It's probably real hard for them thug dudes out there, the thug boys. The drug dealers, the dope dealers, But anyway.
No.
Oh, I don't know any of them people either. So we got Dead Presidents versus Paid in Full. Mm-hmm.
I actually like Paid in Full better.
What?
Yes.
What is wrong with you?
What you mean? What is wrong? Hold on. Wait a minute.
What is? Who picks? Who?
Wait a minute
no.
now.
Who? What? Who? Do I gotta get my echo? Who picks? Who picks? Paid in Full over Dead Presidents?
You need to go ahead and call up Marcus.
It sounds like. It sounds like I do, because this is ridiculous.
What you mean this is ridiculous?
You picking Paid in Full?
I didn't like Dead Presidents like that. I mean, hey.
He be like, if you don't stop calling me. He act like he's so busy. He was doing the belong into 2K when last time I had checked. Manorexia. Okay, we stuck again. So the movie says Dead Presidents or Paid in Full.
Dead Presidents.
Yes! Yes! Yes, it worked out in my favor. Alrighty.
So what? I'm still standing strong with my Paid in Full. I love me some Paid in Full. I'm sorry. I watched that movie so many times. I got that on DVD.
I'm not a fan of Paid in Full.
I am. I am.
I didn't like you like that. All right. So the movie that I had kept spelling wrong. Shut up! I told you I wasn't sleeping. This is supposed to be my weekend off to sleep, and I ain't been sleeping. I think I only had 8 hours of sleep out of this whole entire weekend. This is ridiculous.
That's just strange.
So the movies are Blank Man versus Meteor Man. Mm-hmm. See, so to me, Blank Man is really, really hilarious. I think, because, like, they both, to me, was both low-budget movies.
I think I enjoy Meteor Man better.
And that's what I'm thinking what I was going to go with, because to me, at least the Meteor Man had Bill Cosby in there. Like, I enjoyed Blank Man, It is so windy outside. Like all I can see is this shadow of this tree branch in the window, and it is just moving like crazy. Like it's about to be a tornado or something.
Hey, it might be. Don't speak that into existence, sir.
Well, I live by the water, so yeah. In hills, so I'm kind. It's not enough flat land by me for that to happen. Oh my god! Wait, what was I talking about? Oh, right,
We're talking about Meteor Man.
right. So yeah, Meteor Man to me is more of a classic. A lot of people don't remember Meteor Man, but a lot of people be like, "We say Blake Man," they be like, "What?"
Yeah.
And I feel like even with the younger generation now who probably wasn't born when these movies came out, I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10 they probably have seen Meteor Man over Blank Man.
That's true. What's his name was in Blank Man? Was it Keenan Ivory Wayans? Was it Keenan
No,
Ivory?
the one from My Wife and Kids.
Uh,
He played the daddy on My Wife and Kids. I can't remember his name, but him. He was
no.
Blank Man.
You finna make me.
But I was like, cause he's with
Damon Wayans.
Oh right, Damon Wayans, right. I think Marlon was in there too.
Let's see here. Damon Wayans. Wait a minute. Damon Wayans Jr. Is it Damon Wayans Jr.?
Yeah. You gotta think he about 50, 60 years old.
What?
Yeah, I think his son was the one who played on was that the New Girl?
He was in that movie as well.
He must
No, he's 37.
Damon Wayans Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. David Alec Greer, Robin Gibbons, Michael Wayans, Mike Binder, John Polito.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is in here?
So they had a good cast.
Yeah. Jason Alexander. And some other people. Carol Wayans? How many Wayans is it? 9, 10?
It's a bunch of them. But even like I feel like even with Meteor Man though, it's something that would get played on TV today versus Blank Man.
Yes.
In my personal opinion, is why I think it should move on to the next round.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got 3 Strikes versus CB4.
I'm going with CB4, man. I'm sorry.
What?
CB4, sir. I'm sorry. Sorry. 3 Strikes was okay.
As much as I like 3 Strikes, I think if it really came down to which movie I was going to watch, it would be CB4.
Yeah. CB4 is like classic. That it's so funny. It's like a parody.
Right.
Like,
It's like a parody of NWA.
yes.
So it's hilarious. I can agree. All right. So we're going to move on into the next round. So now we have Harlem Nights versus Dead Presidents.
Here you go. I'm going with Harlem Nights. You can have your dead presidents.
What you got against Dead Presidents? Which is crazy if I was to ask my mother.
She gonna say dead presidents?
She would say Harlem Nights.
Oh, yeah,
So,
she is gonna give it to her favorite.
Yes,
So
I'm going to go ahead and pick Harlem Nights.
Okay.
Since even though I still think Dead Presidents still good, but I'm going with Harlem Nights. It is.
You gonna make me sit down and watch Dead Presidents again? Maybe after all this time, maybe I'll like it. I don't know.
We'll see.
I'll see. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it.
Now we got Meteor Man versus CB4.
I'm going with CB4.
Yeah, hands down. CB4. I mean, although I do enjoy more movies, but like I said, with superpowers,
Yeah,
um,
I do too.
I'm gonna go with the CB4. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So with the semifinals,
Uh-oh.
well, or should I say conference finals? Uh,
Uh-huh.
so we got Harlem Nights versus CB4.
Harlem Nights. It's gonna be Harlem Nights. It's gonna be Harlem Nights for me.
Do I want Harlem Nights or CB4? Harlem Nights or CB4? What do I remember most? What movies do I remember the most about? Oh my God, why is this so hard for me? Hmm.
I would probably say you remember CB4.
Do you?
I mean Harlem Nights more.
I'm gonna say I do actually. I'm here. I remember Harlem Nights more. I
Mm-hmm.
remember the story more than I remember CB4 story.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Harlem Night advances to the finals.
Oh no.
Yep. So you know what that means.
Oh no.
So this is gonna be hard, y'all. I don't know how to determine this one because this is gonna be hard. Even though one has like what 2 or 3 movies in the franchise, 3 movies in the franchise versus one, it's gonna be so hard. So everybody, just for a recap, Harlem Night had to go through Coming to America, Dead Presidents, and CB4 to make it to the finals. Friday had to go through Bad Boys, Sister Act, Life, and What's Love Got to Do with It to get to the finals. So, with that being said, we gotta between Harlem Nights and Friday, we gotta determine or try to choose which one is the best black movie of all time. God, it's gonna be so hard.
I already picked my answer.
What? How did you go pick your answer?
What you mean?
That's
I had time to think about it while you were talking.
that's cheating because I haven't had time to think.
Okay. Well, you do your thinking, and I can do my explaining. But you go ahead and think.
Okay.
Go ahead and think.
All right.
So, I'm a very loyal person. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Harlem Nights came out in like 1989 or something like that, right? So lots of talent in there. Lots and lots of talent in there. It's always going to be a classic movie to me.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had to pick, like I said, I'm loyal. I'm rocking with Friday. Even if it's just the first Friday, it don't have to include the other two movies. It don't even have to include the other 2 movies. Just Friday within itself to me, I can only repeat bits and pieces from Harlem Nights. Great actors and actresses, great screenplay. But I'm gonna rock with Friday. I'm rocking with Friday, man.
But he shot her big toe.
I mean, that's fine. Fool, where Craig at? I mean, it's just so much. Just
This is hard.
the squeaky bike with D-Bone.
Right.
Oh,
And then we did have what's Bernie Mac in there.
yeah. Oh yeah, that was funny.
Right. It's so funny because I remember watching Friday and I was like Bernie Mac because my cousin daddy had a car that looked similar to the one that Bernie Mac drove in that movie. I think it's like an Oldsmobile or something.
Yeah.
With like the slanted trunk or something like that. That open up like a wagon.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, this is so hard.
Uh-huh.
Why did you do this to me?
Well, I mean, we did it to each other because we collectively as a duel
Yeah.
decided on this.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. 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 So I think. Oh my god. I think I'm gonna have to go with Friday.
Yeah.
Just because I think when I think even at like when people have like family get-togethers at the house and kind of towards the end of it, and some people they put on like a classic movie. I think Friday would be that movie that people will sit down and watch as a family.
Man, Friday is always gonna be playing in the background.
Right, as a
Always.
right at the family. That's what's, it's been times where like we'll be barbecuing throughout the day, and people with their family be over, and then towards the end when everybody's in the house and winding down, and they had the drinks and they had their food and stuff, they get the itis. And I think if we was to pick a movie, I think Friday would be the movie picked over Harlem Night. So. Yeah, but like Friday, I guess it's the best black movie of all time, according to this list of 20 that we that came up with. Oh my God, is you clapping?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh my God.
Yes, I
She
am.
is clapping. Why are you clapping? Are you that excited?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Classic movie.
Alrighty, y'all. So we don't decided on what was the best black movie of all time. It's Friday.
Congratulations to Ice Cube.
Right. Y'all
Very talented.
make sure y'all
Writer.
tweet this video to Ice Cube. Just saying.
Very talented writer. Very talented producer.
Although
Indeed.
today I was supposed to be watching. I'm not because I can't even watch it now because I'm gonna fall asleep. I'm supposed to be watching the Last Ride, the Undertaker documentary. But
I didn't know it was Undertaker documentary.
huh?
I didn't even know it was an Undertaker documentary.
Yeah. So I think 2000. So back in 2017 is when the first. So it's a 7-part series. I think it's like each episode is like an hour. And back in 2017 was the first time he let cameras record his private life, and he's telling his story. And it's mostly focused on between 2017 2020, I believe. And it's basically it's so crazy because as much of an Undertaker fan I am, after watching that documentary, it made me feel so bad for wanting him to continue wrestling. Just because of the amount of pain that he's in, and the amount of injuries he's been through, and the stuff that he goes to be able to get in the ring and perform. And I don't know who's in this kitchen making all this noise during my recording. But yeah.
They're gonna make that spaghetti.
Right, making all that unnecessary noise. So yeah, if you anybody who hasn't watched it, make sure you watch it. It's a very good, interesting documentary to watch. But
my dad's favorite wrestler.
Yay!
Yeah.
Shout out to Harvey.
Hurricane Harvey. Hurricane Harvey.
Alrighty, so we want to thank you all for tuning in to this episode of Same Cast Different Day Podcast. Make sure you go like the Facebook page, Same Cast Different Day Podcast on Facebook. And you can follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at SCDD Podcast.
You can follow me on Facebook at Tina Marie Haslett and on Instagram and Twitter at __ TINAAMARIE.
And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook at Martel Rowland. So I want to thank y'all for tuning into this episode. Make sure y'all tell y'all friends about this podcast. Don't forget to leave that 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. And thank you for just listening.
We'll talk to you guys later.
All
Bye.
right. See ya.